We have all been given divine missions of one sort or another. Mine has been particularly challenging for me, but I guess I was warned it would be. As a teenager, I received a prophetic message from an inspired gentleman who told me that I would, quote, develop a deep understanding of principles of the gospel, end quote. I would also, quote, often perceive in advance truths that will be taught, and see and feel that which is to occur, both in the distant future as well as events near at hand, end quote. He told me that I would press forward, quote, with faith in the face of demanding circumstances, and at the most awkward and inconvenient times, even though others will at times deride and mock and ridicule you for so doing, end quote. He also said a few times in different ways that my, quote, life will be characterized by the doing of that which is difficult, end quote. I have learned just how inspired that gentleman was. Inspired knowledge of deep noetic sciences is powerful, but it can also be a great burden. I have a gift to easily hear the words that God speaks into my mind. I can also hear voices of other unseen entities if they are needed. But for the most part, God is, as the gentleman prophesied, my, quote, constant and congenial companion, end quote. This is wonderful, but to whom much is given, much is required. Thus, the feeling of inadequacy has also become a companion, albeit not so constant or congenial. Because of the gift, I have been given a mission to bring darkness to light, not through asserting myself as an influence into any religion or other physical organization. Thank goodness God has that covered. But in healing spiritual dimensions and elemental constructs on a foundational level. I have received deep understanding of the science of the spirit, including the interactions that the unseen worlds have with the physical earth and with worlds that present themselves as real. Both Heavenly Father and Heavenly Mother have taught me the intricacies of other realms that intertwine with ours, some that bring hope and others that bring more suffering. They have taught me the nature of evil, and I am usually able to sort out what presents itself. This is because the knowledge has expanded my compassion and capacity to love and heal those trapped in spiritual slavery, including our spirits in these corporeal bodies, those spirits that used to have such a body, those spirits that have yet to achieve one, entities that are created through memories, thoughts, sounds, electromagnetic energies, and even entities considered to be devils. Love is the only way to organize spiritual matter and gather it into a oneness that rejoices in individual identity and true creation. It is the greatest of all powers, as it says in scriptures like 1 Corinthians 13, and all things will fail except that pure love which is brought to us through Jesus Christ. At this time in Earth's history, we are at a crossroads. As it says in Ephesians 6:12, quote, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places, end quote. The forces of evil are combining together and combining us together. They cause the meshing of different identities within us so that we are entangled into webs of power, which they are God over, in order to create a Zion knit through loving and powerful exchange. There needs to be antidotes to the way our godliness has been rewritten. This book is not a poetry book. It is antidotal in nature. The words, made more powerful through the music of rhyme and rhythm, are poetic antidotes to heal our spirits and bodies from those unseen combinations that cause us to lose sight of who we truly are, not just children of God, but God's, with the capacity to create like our Father and our Mother, sent to earth to reclaim it, and the powers that have been hijacked into pain and suffering. The poetic antidotes were not written by me, although I received them from God and have done the formatting to put the YouTube videos and the book together. In fact, some of the antidotes are riddles when I first received them, some becoming more clear to me as I become ready for the meaning. As you read and apply these verses, may God give you access to the power within them, so that you're able to bring darkness to light and accomplish what you are given to do in your sphere of influence. We aren't alone in this mission. There are many entities in spiritual realms that are with us. Jesus once told me, quote, "You know much more than you are conscious of. In this knowing, you have the power to heal the earth," end quote. That inadequate poem tells my feelings on that one. I extend this blessing to you in the form of the poetic antidotes. There is knowledge hidden in them that we do not need to understand consciously. God be with you on your journey. We are in this together, and we need all the help we can get. Thank you.